Hello and welcome to Let's Play Stardew Valley, episode 28. We're here on Saturday, year 1, summer the 27th. And this is going to be our last episode of summer. Because the next episode should be starting on fall the 1st. I just grabbed some pickled green bean from the preserve jar and I'm adding some melon to the preserve jar. Grab a battery from the lightning rod. Some leftover blueberries from yesterday. The standard 8 hops. And 8 peppers. Like usual, I'm going to sell the higher value blueberries and peppers, but keep all of the hops. So as far as watering for today, I've just got to do the hops. Should get one more hop harvest out of them. I'm also going to do the corn. And that's it. Nothing else that's going to... Obviously nothing else that's going to grow in time for the changing of the season. Looks like this pine tree in the back of my house grew up here. It's not by the water's edge, so it's not one of the ones that I want to just keep with a tapper sitting on it. Let's see what this letter says. Figured I'd give you this recipe I had laying around. Try not to burn it. Signed, George. And I got a new cooking recipe for fried eel. Okay. How do I make fried eel? I need an eel and oil. This one gives me +1 luck. That's interesting. That's the first one that I've seen that gives a luck bonus. In the mushroom cave, I find 6 brown mushrooms. So I put 5 of them in the dehydrator, or the dryer as I call it, and put the remaining one in my chest. So one of the things I'd like to do today is plan out where some of my additional crop fields are going to go for fall. Interesting, I just dug up a warp totem for the mountains. Warp directly to the mountains, consumed on use. Interesting. So I'm going to try to plan out some more crop locations. I think I might put one here. Did you get petted already, Fartomo? Yeah, you did. I think I'll put one there. It's going to need its own scarecrow. This one here might be good for flowers. Could put one here, but it would be like off-center. I don't know if I would like the look of it. I could put crops here. It kind of seems like it's in the way a little bit, but I'm not really putting anything else there, so might as well. Now this island that has the oak trees on it, would be pretty good real estate for some croppage. Okay, so it looks like I can do do 3 rings like this. Can I do another ring like that below? Looks like I can. There's gonna have to be a scarecrow that goes somewhere in here too. Could put the scarecrow like in the center space here or here. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's not like absolutely perfect, but you're not going to get perfection in Stardew Valley. You just got to do your best. This space here could definitely be used for crops. Interesting. Looks like both mahogany trees have grown up. And I got a seed, so I'll go ahead and plant another mahogany tree. Mahogany trees are pretty rare, so I don't want to cut them down until I have like a lot of them and a lot of seeds. But the wood that you get from the hardwood tree, or the the wood that you get from the mahogany tree, which is called hardwood, is pretty valuable. It's used in a couple good recipes. Alright, so I pitted Crispy and Tindy. I noticed that they are out of hay, so I'm going to fix that real quick. I might see if I can buy a white chicken today, too. Remember that you need a white and a brown chicken in order to get all of the collections. See this small brown and large brown egg? Well, there's a small white and a large white egg. And I won't have those for my collection here unless I have a white chicken. There are other types of chickens too. Stay tuned for that. Just do a little tree chopping on tree aisle here. I'm pretty rich in resources right now, so I can afford to eat one of my jellies, for example, if I need some energy. No big deal. It's a little bubbly fish spot here. I think it's going to be a sunfish. It was a sunfish. Just a lucky guess. If you play this game enough, you really can tell the different types of fish just from the way they behave in the fishing minigame. Like carp are super easy to catch, and they are kind of sluggish. Whereas like pike and other harder fish, dart all around and are extremely difficult to catch. So you end up learning the character of all the fish in this game if you play it enough. Yeah, I need to go mining again soon so I can get more gold for more quality sprinklers. Oh, and I got this recipe yesterday for the iridium sprinkler. So the iridium sprinkler takes a gold bar, an iridium bar, which is this big fat purple bar of metal or some other weird purple substance, and a battery pack. And the iridium sprinkler waters the 24 adjacent tiles. So not just the surrounding 8, but an additional ring of 16 around the 8. So if you can get iridium sprinklers, they do a lot of watering. And you'll be able to fit a lot more cropland on your farm because less area is going to be taken up by the sprinklers themselves. Yeah, so I think I'll put some fall crops in this area here. And where's the scarecrow gonna go? I think I'll put the scarecrow there. It's not the most efficient layout, like, in terms of packing as much crops in per unit area, but I think it'll do fine. Just making another tapper here. Let's go ahead and make 2 more scarecrows. 50 wood, 1 coal, and 20 fiber. So I need 40 fiber, 100 wood, and 2 coals. 2 more scarecrows. Where should I put this scarecrow? Probably here. And we'll put a sprinkler there. I think in this little ring here I'm going to plant flowers with some beehives nearby. When I get around to it, I'll explain the game mechanic of how beehives work. Put another tapper on the oak tree there. Yeah, this area here can definitely fit a lot more crops. Probably down here too. I don't want to do too much too fast, because you can get in a situation where you have too many crops to water. You're spending like 90% of your energy watering your crops. That's just not very fun. Do I have enough energy to chop down another tree? I think I do. that'll do for today. It's 10:30. Why don't we head off to bed? Grab a beer from the keg before I do so. Throw another hops in there. Anything on the TV? Nope. Lights out. Got 1,600 for that day. And here it is, the last day of summer. Interesting. The HUD up here shows that it's a festival day. And it looks like for my last summer harvest, I'll get 8 hops and a load of tomatoes. Let's go ahead and sell off the silver and a couple of the other tomatoes. And we got some corn coming in ripe. Remember, I'm looking for 2 more gold star corns for the bundle. I didn't quite get it. I got 1 more gold star corn. Stash the hops and the gold star corn and the summer squash. Let's not forget to water the ancient fruit over here. Harvest some pine tar. I think I can take these lightning rods down now. I can't exactly remember if lightning storms happen in the fall, but if they do, I will just put those rods right back up. I always like to put them behind the house because you can't really put them in a container because they don't stack in the inventory. So I tend to just like put them in an out of the way place, like behind the house. My bag of dry mushrooms is complete. Dug up a piece of coal. Let's go check on Crispy and Tendy. Tendy has 2 stars, and Crispy has 1 star. I don't remember if I explained this before, but the happier your animals are, the better their products will be. For chickens, if the chicken is happy, then there's a greater chance that it'll produce a large egg instead of a small egg. And there's a better chance that the egg that it does make is going to have a higher star rating. see what this letter says. Dear Ryan, tonight at about 10 o'clock p.m., a rare and beautiful event will take place. The Moonlight Jellies will be passing by Pelican Town on their long journey south for the winter. We're all gathering at the beach to watch. You don't want to miss this. See you tonight, Demetrius. So that must be what that festival is. The Dance of the Moonlight... Is it midnight? The Dance of the Moonlight Jellies. Man, who comes up with this stuff? Eric Barone. What a guy. So the Moonlight Jellies event is pretty cool, so we're going to make sure we don't miss it. In the meantime, I'm going to head to the mines, gather up some gold. There's gold in them there mines. Starting at level 81. Already there's some weird ass monsters down here. Okay, I have to concentrate for a sec here. So I killed something that sort of looked like a witch doctor. And it shot a green something at me. Down to level 82. Pick up a fire quartz. The enemies down here do quite a bit more damage than I'm used to. So I'll just have to be on my toes. Try to find that way down. Yep, here we go. Level 83. So the weird witch doctor thing dropped something called a void essence. Contrast that with the solar essence that we've seen other monsters drop. Okay, that's a warp totem. Oh, that's a pretty good one. So the warp totem farm. Warp directly to your house, consumed on use. So this will actually allow you to stay in the mines a lot longer than normal. So you can mine until like 1:30 in the morning and then just warp directly to your house and go straight to sleep. It definitely does allow you to get a lot more mining in. There's a bunch of gemstones that I want to pick up, as well as coal. Unfortunately, I brought a bunch of crap with me to the mines. really am going to get the backpack upgrade as soon as I can. Probably as soon as I do the big planting of fall seeds on fall day 1 or 2 is when I'll get the backpack. It's going to be pretty nice having all 3 rows of the inventory available. I'm going to keep on going even though I just reached level 85. I'm just going to grab as much loot as I can. I don't have any expectation of actually getting to... Oh, crap. Health bar got a little low there. Let's make it feel better with some chocolate cake. Anyways, I'm gonna take as much loot as I can, but I do not expect to get to level 90, and that's okay. Do it another time. You might be a bit surprised that I am keeping all this fiber, that I'm getting from these purple bushes down here. The reason why is because fiber is used in a very useful crafting recipe that I don't actually have yet. It's a high-level recipe that you get from foraging, and it's really good. I'll talk about it when I get it. But it uses fiber as an ingredient. Yeah, at about 8:30, that's when I'm going to leave the mine and head to the jellies. But that's interesting. The witch doctor casts like a healing spell on that rock crab. Grab these big boulders full of rocks. Kill a slime or 2. Headed to the jellies. So I first played Stardew Valley in 2017, and I vividly remember the first time doing the Jellies event. Alright, so we're here on the beach. There's fireflies dancing around. looks like the whole town is here. And there is a shop. Let's start talking to people. Starting with Carolyn. She says, "These candles are romantic, aren't they?" At the shop we have some interesting items. A Moonlight Jellies banner for your house. Cloud decals. A starport decal, which looks like a spaceship window. A modern rug. And a cooking recipe, not a recipe, a cooking dish called seafoam pudding. This briny pudding will really get you into the maritime mindset. Wow. +4 fishing. Imagine eating a pudding that's described as briny. That is real special. If you walk behind the counter here and talk to Pierre, he says, "Psst, make sure to swing by the shop tomorrow to get your fall seeds." I definitely will do that, Pierre. I promise. Pam says, "Don't tell Gus, but I'm a little disappointed there's no buffet tonight." Gus says, "Moonlight jellies. I wonder how they taste." I would never try it, of course. Can I give gifts during this event? No, I can't because I don't have an inventory bar. You need that to actually do it. Here's Penny. She says, "Life is so easy for a jellyfish. Just letting the waves carry you onward forever." Here's Vincent. He says, "I want to see the rare green jelly." And we got the cool kids at the end of the pier here. Sam says, "I wonder if they're poisonous. Maybe I shouldn't push Sebastian in the water after all." Abigail says, "Such a rare and exciting thing." Sebastian says, "I wonder if I saw something moving in there. Something big, something dark." Just trying to scare you. Walk over here and talk to Marnie. She says, "That's a heavy load of people for an ancient wooden dock. I'll stay over here near the beach." Alex says, "Can't believe summer's over. Feel like it just started." And of course we have Haley, who says, "I'm going to take a picture of the jellies when they arrive." Let me tell you, good luck with that. Taking photos at nighttime with a proper camera of something dim, like a jellyfish, that is actually pretty difficult. Here's Shane, who says, "The jellies were here a year ago, and they'll be back again a year from now. Nature is amazing." Jazz, the tiny child, says, "I hope there are babies this year." Mayor Lewis says, "Good evening, Ryan. The moonlight jellies are close. I already saw one glowing in the distance. Once we launch the candle boat, they'll come up to the docks and say hello." Oh, and there's the candle boat there. Willie is standing right next to the mayor, which is not something you see often in this game, and he says, "Most night fish would be scared of the light. These are strange ones." Jody says, "There! I just saw something glowing." Oh, it's gone. Emily says, "Look out there at the endless sea. Deep underwater, all kinds of life forms are moving around in the dark." Eerie, isn't it? Clint, who is standing at just the perfect awkward distance, like slightly more than arm's length away from Emily, but you know he wants to be close. Clint says, "I wore my special shoes tonight. No one noticed." Elliot says, "If we keep polluting the oceans, the jellies will surely go extinct. It's already in the process of happening. What a shame. We have no respect for nature anymore." I think there were some people over here towards the right side of the beach. Oh, there's Linus being a creeper all by himself. He says, "I'll just sneak up when the jellies arrive. I don't want to bother anyone." Harvey the doctor says, "Well, summer's over. To be honest, I'll be happy to say goodbye to these blasted mosquitoes." Granny Evelyn says, "I remember seeing the jellies once as a little girl. Oh, how I jumped with joy when they arrived. But that was long ago. I'm a lot less energetic now." Grandpa George says, "What? Why are you looking at me like that? You think I'm too old to enjoy something like this?" And interestingly, the broken bridge, which I haven't gotten around to repairing, is repaired for this event. And we can walk over here and see that there's like more beach over here with some tidal pools, it looks like, and another dock with the rest of the characters. Here's Leah standing all by herself at the end of the pier. Leah says, "Hey, I'm paying my respects to another bygone summer." Such a hipster. Demetrius says, "The moonlight jelly. What a remarkable species. We're very lucky that they stop here on their long journey south. It's unknown why they are attracted to light. Very curious." Robin says, "Whew, it's past my bedtime. Hey, did you see that candle boat? I crafted it myself." Maru says, "It's kind of cold, actually. I guess fall is right around the corner." And who else is over here? I thought I saw a wizard. Here's the wizard. Wizard says, "How did you find me back here? I thought I was well hidden. Perhaps you are blessed with the gift of clairvoyance." "I'm here to observe the Lunaloos, or moonlight jellies, as you call them. They possess an unusually potent magical aura for an aquatic life form." All right. We've seen most of what we can see and talked to most of who we can talk to, so let's launch that boat. Mayor Lewis says, "What do you think? Should I launch the boat now?" Yes. Alright, so we just watched the dance of the jellies. The caption says, "The glow of summer has faded now, and the moonlight jellies carry on toward the great unknown." And it's midnight. I am back at Pretty Cool Farm, enjoying the last warm night of summer. But let's not get all sentimental. We've got some gold ore to throw in the furnace here. I can't remember if I sold a solar and wow, words. I can't remember if I sold a solar essence before. Guess I can just look. Yeah, I did sell a solar essence, but since I already got it out, I'll just sell this one too. Sell the void essence. Sell a fire quartz. Sell a beer. Throw a stone in there for good luck, I guess. Both of these totems I'm gonna just stash in the adventure chest for another time. Oh, and we got some strawberry jelly and IPA that got finished cooking. So of course we'll throw another hop in there and throw some blueberries in the preserve jar. Got a lot of mayo here. I'm just gonna sell some of it. All right, it's 12:50. Need to get to bed. Oh, there's a new queen of sauce. I almost forgot about it. Greetings, it is I, the queen of sauce, here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. This week's dish is bread. Bread making can be very complex, a very complex form of art, but I'll make it simple for you. The most important ingredient is flour, of course, but before we create the dough, we'll need to activate our yeast. They prefer warm water and a little something to feed on. I use plain sugar, but honey or maple syrup will do. You learned how to cook bread. And what do we need for bread in the recipe list here? Just 1 unit of wheat flour. Nice and simple. I haven't been checking, but Fartomo's reputation with me is 3.5 stars. So my pets and water bowl filling are having their desired effect. Let's drift off to sleep here. Looks like I leveled up mining to level 6, and I got a recipe called the Bomb, plus 1 pickaxe proficiency as well. And I leveled up combat. So I gained 5 HP. I got 2 new crafting recipes, one of which is the slime egg press. Wow. And something called oil of garlic. Interesting. And from various and sundry items, I got almost 3 grand of income. The pale ale and the 3 strawberry jellies are particular standouts today, as well as the Gold Star mayonnaise, which got me 285. And we wake up on a cool, crisp fall morning. Year 1, Fall the 1st, with some melancholy, pensive fall music playing. We'll have to enjoy fall more in the next episode. That's going to wrap it up for now. Peace.